Hi, it's Suzanne from moonsongdesigns.com. Thank you for joining me. Today's project is a hand balm gift box. It's a fold flat box with a window, and I've just used the piece of card I cut out for the window as the tag, and it's attached with some baker's twine. If you wanted to make a few of them, as you can see, it will fold flat, and it will store it doesn't take much space to store. So I will show you how to do it. Right, you need a piece of cardstock. I'm using the thick Whisper White, and it's 20 by 14 centimetres. And a little bit of window sheet. And if I don't put something on it, then I won't be able to find it later. So you're going to score the same on both sides, on the long and the short side. So that's 1 centimetre, then 3.5, then 10.5, and then 13. Like that. And that bleep in the background, I've got a fairly new fire alarm, but it's obviously not working properly, so I'm going to have to see about that. So it's 1 centimetre, twizzle it round, 3.5, no, 10.5, and 13. She's gone to sit on the printer, so hopefully we're safe. And what I should have done before I did this was the stamping. But actually, with the photopolymer stamps, you can stamp over the score marks. And I'm using a stamp from the Blooms and Wishes set. And this is the one I used for the other box. And I think that's the one that one is the one I've picked for this. So I'm going to try random stamping. I'm going to get a piece of scrap to go underneath, because I don't really want to go over onto my I don't want to go onto my grid sheet, which would be a waste of grid sheet. And I like the fact, no, not today. I like the fact you get, oops, not that bit, cut that bit off. I like the fact that it's not particularly even, and you can see there I've put it over the score marks and it works really well. I need to put a little bit over the edges in places, and some of this will be cut off anyway, so it's not going to matter that much. But this is a handmade box, so it's not expected to be perfect. You know, it's something that you've spent time on. Oh, it's not terribly random now, is it? I'm going to leave it at that, I think. It's a bit, because I'm talking and stamping at the same time. Probably a bit more on there than I would have liked. Right, so we need to get rid of some of the card. And what I'm going to do is start with, we'll start over this side. You've got the thin bit here. It doesn't look like it's been cut very straight. Right, you've got the thin strip here, but you don't have one on that side. So I'm going to cut out the 2 bits at the bottom, like that, and I'm going to chamfer this out. So you've got a tiny square, and then you've got a rectangle. Doesn't look straight at all. We'll see if it works. If not, this will be, it's not right either. It's because I'm having a look to see whether the cat's about to jump onto the table again. So this is the bit you will seal the box with, and then you need to cut off little rectangle there, same on this side. So whatever you do on one side, you're going to mirror on the other, like that. And then I'm going to cut up to the first score line, and I probably would have been easier to fold and burnish these first, but I haven't. So like that. And then we're going to get rid of this. So all you're going to leave is the large square. So getting rid of, oops, that. Same on this side. Just cutting up to that. Let me cut that there, it might be easier. It would also be easier to grab my bigger scissors. Like that, it's better. And then we're going to cut up there. And again, taking the little rectangle off the bottom. And we're going to just notch those. Turn it round and do the same on this side. Again, getting rid of that little rectangle and notching. There, and that's the shape you should end up with. So let's get rid of these bits. So we need to make the little aperture, and for that I'm using these nesting circles. I still haven't found my, I think it was that one. Yes. I still haven't found my magnetic sheets. I really do need them, because these now, because I've used them so... Back on the chair. Because I've used these so much, the sticky sort of has gone slightly out of the the tape that keeps them in place. So to make your sandwich, you have your, I'm using the magnetic platform, your bottom cutting plate, and then by eye, oh, I think that's quite pretty good. By eye, just put your framelit on, pop your top cutting plate on. I'm going to do this on the floor because otherwise it's going to make the table wobble and the camera wobble. So I'm just putting it through twice. If it's a really detailed die, you might need to put it through more than twice. There's your little bit for the tag. Let's have that. Right. So I'm just going to pop a hole in the top there. My little top, but in one on one side with my little handheld punch. And now I'm just going to fold and burnish everything. And it's a pretty simple box to make, really, and it's something you can easily size up and size down, should you wish. And oops. That one. And that one. Right, and I'm going to get my corner rounder because I'm going to round off the corners on the two flaps at the top, or two flaps, the bits that are going to close the box, like that. I think it just makes it so much neater. If you haven't got a corner rounder, you you could you know, you could just chamfer it off with the scissors. It doesn't close quite so well, and when you've got when you've rounded the corners, it does fasten much better. So I'm going to look for another scrap of card because I get fuse all over my grid paper. You could use glue for this, wet glue. You could use whatever sticky stuff you like, but I think for me fuse it's fast and I haven't put the window sheet on. It's fast and it's reasonably non-messy, although with me any glue in my hands is messy. So I'm just getting out my mini glue dots, and I would, if I could see it, there it is, get my paper piercer because it's easier to handle glue dots with a paper piercer. And my window sheet is here. So I'm just going to pop a glue dot in each corner. If I can get hold of them. Like that. Like that. And it would have been far easier had I put the window sheet on before making the box up, but it is not impossible. Oh, hello. Stick. That one's not playing ball. There you go. I'm just going to stick because there's cats around, I'm going to stick the cap back on my pointy tool. So just going to slot it in, make sure it's covering the window, the aperture, and then there we go. Perfect. So, and you see that fits in really nicely, should do. Hang on. There you go. It's quite a tight fit, and I like that because it doesn't fly open when you don't want it to. So it should be. Hang on, it's just where it's. That's better. It's just where the seal of the box is. So there is your hand balm box, like that. And then we're going to get some Melon Mambo ribbon, which I already have a piece that is cut from something else that I was going to use it for and then changed my mind. So through the hole, just on the front of the box, and then tie it. I'm not doing a bow. I don't do bows. Bows are bad. Well, my bows are bad. Just trim a little of the excess. And there you've got your balm boxes. Let's put the tag back on that. And as I say, they're simple to do. They're nice to have just a few on the shelf in case you want to gift something. And there they are, and different colours, and I think they look completely different. Just, you know, the colours make them look so different, and I like this, and I think I prefer the Melon Mambo box. What do you think? I think that colour looks really nice, the white with the Melon Mambo. But there you go, simple gift balm box. I hope you enjoyed the project, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.